Veronica, thank you for helping me pick out my dress the other day.
Oh, you're welcome. You have terrible taste, by the way.
What?
To be honest, I think that dress was a little too flashy.
Was it? I like that design.
Well, I understand your taste. As David's wife, I think a more modest and elegant dress would be better.
I see. I wonder if David thinks so too.
Yes, I'm sure he likes that kind of dress. So you should at least make your makeup look a little more natural.
Yes, I will take your advice.
Also, you should think a little more about your hair. That fancy updo is a bit, you know. And the dress is flashy too.
I like that hairstyle.
Yes, your preference is important too. But I think it would be better for David if you kept it more modest.
I understand. I'll talk to him about it.
By the way, Mary, are you really ready to marry David?
Of course I am. I have known David for a long time, and we have supported each other.
Well, I'm sorry for you. To be honest, I think there is a more suitable woman for David.
What do you mean?
Mary, please don't take this the wrong way, but you are a little too conspicuous. I think a more modest and homely woman would suit David.
Veronica, isn't that a little rude? We love each other and I want to support David.
Maybe so, but marriage isn't just about love. It's about building a family, and it's also about being in harmony with those around you. Mary, you were a little too assertive.
Assertive, I see. But, Veronica, I sincerely wish David's happiness. That's why I wanted to get married and always be by his side.
I hope that's true. But if you really care about him, I hope you'll reconsider whether there's a more suitable woman for him.
Veronica, I love David, and he loves me too. We want to build a happy family together.
Then I want you to make an effort to be more modest. For David's sake and your own.
Yes, okay.
Well, okay. Anyway, let's talk again about dresses and makeup.
Yes, I understand. Thank you very much for today. Veronica, where are you? Please get back to us immediately. I'm very worried because I cannot get in touch with you. If you see this text, please reply as soon as possible.
Sorry, I just saw your messages. I was taking a hot bath and didn't notice. So, is there something wrong?
A hot bath? You can come soon, right? I need you to hurry.
What do you mean? Did something happen today? I don't know what you're talking about.
Today is the wedding day. David's family and relatives aren't here yet. I was told by the people at the wedding hall that you haven't gotten your dress yet. Where is everybody?
Oh, was it today? I'm sorry. I thought it was next week. My husband and I are on vacation in the next state. I can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe it. Where are you? Can you come back soon?
We're in Las Vegas. Do you know? It's a nice place.
Las Vegas? Then you can't make it in time.
Well, that's a problem. But I've already bought tickets to the theater for the day after tomorrow. I'm so sorry. I'm so clumsy and careless. Even my husband gets angry at me a lot.
What about your relatives? Are you in touch with them?
Well, they called me the other day and we talked. Oh no, I thought it was next week, so I told everyone it was next week.
What? That's beyond careless, Veronica. I can't believe you made a mistake on such an important day.
Nobody won't be able to get there today. It's a pity that the bride's relatives are the only ones at the wedding. David must be in trouble too.
Only the bride's relatives? How did you know that my colleagues and friends didn't come either? How did you know that?
Oh, didn't you say so? My memory is kind of fuzzy.
No, I didn't say anything about my colleagues and friends. I don't remember saying that to David or anyone either.
Oh, really? Assumption is a scary thing. I've been suffering from dementia lately.
Did you do something? Not only the groom's relatives, but even my friends and colleagues didn't show up. How could this happen?
That's an accusation. I would never do such a thing. If you have proof, show it to me. If you think that the people you invited didn't show up, then maybe you're not a popular person.
Even if I'm not a popular person, David's friends didn't come either. He is a well-liked person. And yet, don't you think it's strange that no one came?
Why don't you hurry up and call them and gather them? That's the least you can do, isn't it?
David is contacting all the guests right now, but everyone seems to be thinking that the wedding was canceled.
Oh, well, why don't you really cancel it? It's miserable to have a wedding with no guests, isn't it? There's no need to go through with that.
Do you know what you're saying? Are you seriously saying that you want us to cancel the wedding?
I'm sure David can find a better bride, and you don't have a good reputation, so it's not a bad idea, right?
I understand. I'll cancel today's wedding.
Oh dear. It was such a nice place for a wedding. I'm sorry we're here on a vacation.
Yes, it was a very nice place. So even if we cancel, we will have to pay the full amount. David and I have to work hard from now on.
Oh my. If the marriage is going to be canceled, shouldn't you be the one to pay the full amount? Because a wedding is a place where the bride can be as selfish as she wants to be. The bride's expenses are higher than the groom's, and I don't want David to be bothered with it.
That's not the way it works either. We are getting married, and it was both of our weddings, so the cost is split 50-50. Besides, you have responsibilities too.
It's not very presentable to get married without a wedding. It's unthinkable to do such a half-hearted thing.
There are more and more couples like that these days. The truth is, we could have a wedding just us and my family as it is.
There's no way they would allow such a thing. A wedding without the groom's parents? I can't tell you how much I put into raising David.
I'm sure David would want his parents and relatives to be able to attend the wedding, and we will consider having the ceremony again. However, we spent a lot of money this time, so we can't have as big a ceremony as we were going to this time.
Mary, reply to me right now. There is something I need you to explain. What on earth is this?
Yes, Veronica, what's wrong?
What do you think you're doing? What is this postcard?
Oh, did you get it? I worked so hard to get it to you as soon as possible.
How on earth did you have a wedding? Explain it to me.
After what happened 10 days ago, I talked it over with David. It would be a waste to cancel the ceremony at that point, so we decided to have a ceremony just with my family.
And David agreed to that?
Yes, he did. Even my grandfather, who had been looking forward to seeing me in the wedding dress, came all the way from far away. So we had no problem to have a wedding. It's a real shame that you all couldn't come, but we still had a happy day.
So, why are you using a picture of the two of you with the bride's family for the wedding report? Do you think you can neglect the groom's family?
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm really a screw-up and careless person. It's not that I wasn't thinking about your family. But when it came time to take the picture, I just went ahead with it in the heat of the moment.
There's no way this could have been done carelessly. I really can't believe your attitude.
Actually, David was also very depressed because you could not come. Still, I thought it was important for us to do the best we could and have a happy day.
David was depressed? If that's the case, you shouldn't have had the wedding without us, right?
That's what he said, but in the end, he decided to look on the bright side. We wanted to cherish that important moment in our lives, even if some were missing. I really wanted you to celebrate with us, but circumstances had to be taken care of.
Still, I can't believe they would use a photo of the wedding without the groom's side of the family.
Why is that? You missed the wedding because you were careless, and then went through the trouble to tell the guests that the wedding was no longer held. That's something I can't believe.
You don't have any proof that I called the guests to tell them the wedding was canceled. That's an accusation.
I asked everyone.
What?
After the wedding, I contacted each and every guest and asked them. They all said you contacted them the day before and told them that there would be no wedding because the marriage had broken up. They said they were in shock because of the breakup. You even told them to leave us alone because we were depressed.
Did I say that? I've been suffering from dementia lately. If you have proof, show it to me.
Do you enjoy bullying me?
Of course I do. Oh.
I really wonder what kind of person you think you are.
I can't help but worry about leaving David in the hands of someone like you.
Veronica, I guess you've become senile. You couldn't even think about your son's grief.
That was a leading question, wasn't it? You tricked me.
That's not what I'm trying to do. If you really wanted to celebrate our marriage, you wouldn't have done this, would you? David is really sad too.
He is?
Yes. David was really shocked by your behavior. I told you, didn't I? How can you prioritize picking on me without even thinking about his grief? It's the same as becoming mentally slow. Oh, that's not right. You accidentally forgot about it, right?
I didn't forget. I'm not that out of it.
You didn't forget?
Oh.
Well, I knew that. David is even angrier than I am. He said you're not his mother because you did this kind of nonsense. That's why the picture in the postcard is the family picture he wanted. He doesn't consider you family anymore.
That can't be true.
He was crying, saying he called you the day before.
He was crying?
He has apologized to all the guests in person. He also gave them that postcard at that time.
You're lying. He didn't say anything to them, did he?
What do you mean?
That thing, you know, about the wedding, about the cancellation.
Oh, you mean the story about you calling without telling us to cancel the wedding? If that's the case, he explained it to them very thoroughly, showing our text messages.
Oh my God! My relatives are going to get angry at me. I'm going to get in trouble.
You were aware that you had done something that would make them angry. My relatives, my friends, and the people at work all sympathized with me. They understood my situation and helped me.
I got a call that my relatives are coming over here. You guys should come over here too. It's your fault for trying to have a wedding without my permission.
Your husband apologized.
My husband?
You don't have dementia, you know that. Anyway, you blocked David's number on his cell. It's a premeditated crime, going out of your way to make it impossible for us to contact your husband.
How did you know that?
Because your husband is a serious person, not someone who would harass us like you. David went back to your home to tell him something was going on when you were out at a dance class.
So, he knows all this too?
Yes, he does. And he will pay for the wedding. In addition to that, your dancing class, baking class, ukulele class, and quilting class, he decided to make you stop various other lessons and pay the wedding fee with those tuitions. Spending $2,000 per month for all those lessons is crazy.
If I stopped going, I wouldn't have any friends. All my fun would be gone.
I was so close to really losing my friends too. Because of your lies, I was made out to be a very unfaithful woman who was just trying to steal their money.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but it's mostly true.
Mostly true? Are you sure you're not mistaking me for someone else? David and I trust each other, and such rumors are groundless. Do you realize how many misunderstandings have arisen because of the lies that you spread? All my friends and colleagues were puzzled at first. I will never forget the expressions on their faces when they learned the truth.
I was worried about David. I did what I did because I was thinking of his future.
If you were worried, you should have had a discussion with him from the beginning. It is more sincere to talk to him rather than sneaking around behind our backs. That's what family is all about, isn't it? Your way won't make anyone happy.
Anyway, come over here now. Protect me.
I can't. We're at the spa right now.
What?
He told me that he wants to relax, so I took him to a spa to cheer him up. We also came here to have a nice steak dinner.
Where's the spa? I'm sure it's somewhere local. Then you can come here soon.
We're about 3 hours away, so we can't.
3 hours away?
So I can't come right now. Please get scolded from your husband and relatives.
Oh no! I'll lose my position if I don't do something about it. I can't even go to my lessons. What should I do if my husband divorces me? I can't face David.
That's about the extent of what you did. I'm angry too. More than anything else, you made my dear husband sad and cry. I can't forgive you for that more than the bullying.
Mary, I'm sorry. I can't imagine that I won't be able to see David. Please help me. My life, my relationships, everything is falling apart.
First of all, please apologize to David. He worked so hard to prepare for the wedding so that everyone could enjoy it. But because of you, it was ruined. You should know how much it hurt him.
I've been trying to reach him, but I can't get through. What should I do? I really don't know what to do. I want to apologize to him directly, but I can't even talk to him.
I see. He must have been in quite a shock. What you did must have caused him a lot of heartbreak.
Please tell David that I'm sorry too. Tell him to call me. I can't stand the thought of losing my lessons, my position, and David. What in the world do I have to live for?
We lost our once-in-a-lifetime wedding. Do you understand that? You have no idea how much trouble you have caused to many people.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I just did it to embarrass you a little. I never imagined it would be this big of a deal. I just wanted to get you in trouble.
You went through the trouble of copying the guest list from David's house and contacting every one of them, which was a bit much. I'm worried about having such a thief-like relative, so I'm not going to tell you about our new house and move far away.
Oh no! Please don't do that! I really regret what I did. I will do my best to repair our relationship from now on, so please give me another chance. From now on, let's change our minds and build a good relationship. I will do my best too. Please don't give up on me. Tell David, please don't give up on me.
I'm sorry, I can't try. So, goodbye. I'm leaving you so that David and I can be happy. Please don't disturb us anymore. Goodbye. After that, Veronica was scolded terribly by her husband. He scolded her for ruining our wedding, and he was furious when he learned of her numerous harassments against us. She now lives under her husband's strict supervision. She can no longer behave as she used to. I wonder if it was her husband's mercy that kept them from getting divorced. Relatives also voiced strong condemnation of her behavior. They are all saying that they will dissociate themselves from her. She ended up alone for what she had done. Her once glamorous life was gone. She spent her days in solitude and regret. On the other hand, David and I have started a new life together. Through this experience, we were able to further strengthen our bond and reaffirm the importance of each other. We have built a new life together, and our days are filled with smiles and happiness. The lonely ending of Veronica's life reminds me that it is important to be faithful to one another. We intend to continue to move forward with mutual respect and trust for each other. I would like to live a happy life with David.